Hello, hello, good people. How are you doing? Good afternoon. Hello, how are you? Yes, I think it is good evening to some, and it is good morning for others. I take this opportunity to welcome you, depending where you are watching us from. It is an high honor to have you in this platform, because remember, this is the JAC'O Media KE, the platform, the channel that where you belong, the channel where we meet, we entertain, we encourage, at the same time we document what is interesting and an update of the current status and affairs of the world. Welcome once again in our platform. First, for those that in case who are new in our platform channel, we welcome you in a special way, and we like to remind you that kindly like the content, share and subscribe to be one of us, so that you can get updates every time, every given moment we upload, and we share our message, our documentary, our entertainment, our advices to the world. First, I can apologize because for the past 2 days I think I have not done any vlog, and I have not uploaded so far. You know, mine, I normally write this content all capture through filming, raw and unedited. Me, I like to give a direct content from the ground. I don't want to put what is not in the caption or in the filming. I need to give you what it is there from the field, direct. So in our media vlogs, we are giving the raw and unedited content that can come to you as fresh as it is, the first information you get from our media. So welcome, and we go through this. You know, our signature remains always stay tuned, stay connected. So for the returning viewers, this is the high chance. Now you stay connected because already you are tuned in, and at the end of this, kindly show us love, send us back the feedback through the comment section, so that we can know what we can give you every time. Actually, today I've decided to do from the compound. I'm within the compound, so if you see I'm within the compound, that is where I am. So I decided today to give the content direct from the house. I have not gone outside, because the weather today is not really calm. Actually, it is good. There is no sun today. It is cool, cheering, with a blowing, hosing hair around, hoovering, and the kind of melodious songs we receive from the birds, you know, that shows that really God loves us so much, because He has given us that kind of break. You know, the break here, especially in the Gulf countries, they are extremely hot. It is hot all the time. But God has given this chance that we need to have this break, the cycle, you know. We are having just 2 cycles in this Gulf nation. It is summer and it is like winter, but it is not really much winter, because we don't see any snow coming down. We don't see that kind of rain coming or a drizzling. It's just only the cold comes from, you know, here we are being surrounded by the sea, so the warm and the cold current that the car strikes, and yeah, they form a cloud of condensation that needs to bring rain down, but unfortunately it doesn't. What it brings, it is humidity. Now that is now the reaction of those kind of hairs comes from the dry land and the sea, the currents, so that, you know, to cause that kind of humidity. Now we are expecting to go and get a sun. That is summer now coming. At the same time, it is going to bring humidity. So that is how it is. And another thing I want to share with you concerning this place is the kind of food that it is being served here. I think I'm planning to start going around in most of the restaurants. I think I did a restaurant for you. Unfortunately, I went the wrong timing. That they have not yet opened. They were preparing to open, and I couldn't have much time to wait until they open. So I'm going to start looking for the one that they are doing 24/7, you know, whereby we can find the different cuisines of different nationalities and how they embrace, you know. And there are people like myself, I like to share this, that we come from a country with a lot of staple food, mostly that is coming direct from the farm, you know, to the kitchen or to the JAC'O. You know, JAC'O, that is a Swahili language, and it is an Arabic language at the same time, you know, that is being used across board the world, you know. If you go to the Europe and you say JAC'O, there is somebody who can understand what you mean. And the kitchen, it is now overall translation into English, you know. And I know there are other names of kitchen in different languages, depending from different tribes, all nationalities. So I want to have with you a vlog and the food tasting vlog all over, whereby we need to understand most people in the Arabic country what are the kind of foods that they are using, their staple foods, you know. For example, as I've told you, from my country, Kenya, we normally use corns. Those are maize, and especially we deal with the white maize or white corns that are being farmed there, grown, harvested, grinded, and put into the to the stores or to the market, yeah, for consumption. And we are having two varieties. There is one sifted, and the other one is direct, grinded without sifting. That is organic. We call it organic. Yeah, you get with all nutrients combined. You know, the sifted one, there is a very thin urea that is being removed from the corn. That is the sifted, and the brimule. So mostly we normally take the endosperm, you know, the big surface of the corn. That is mostly, it is being produced as flour, as a flour, yeah. So that it is being cooked, is being fed to animals, you know. It is being used in more varieties, depending with what you intend to do with it. With the vegetables, you know, we have kales, we have spinach, we have carrots, part of the vegetables, you know, and many more greens, you know, from the placenate shade, a peacock plant, that is like legumes, you know, and many more. Beans, you know, bees, yeah, and many sorts of cereals, you know, cabbages, you know, broccolis, potatoes, you know, onions of different variety. So it comes direct from the garden kitchen. Normally we call it the garden kitchen to the kitchen now direct. That's why it is being referred that is a garden that is specifically planted for kitchen consumption or for the homestead consumption. At the same time, we believe in the fresh vegetables direct from the farm to kitchen or to JAC'O that you take. As well as here, this land is very dry. It is not productive in terms of farming, of crop rearing, that is, or crop farming. So mostly the government here and the people who are living here, they depend of the imports of food or farm foods from different regions, and more especially I normally see when I go to the racks of the store, it comes from part of South Africa, India, Australia, Pakistan, and some part of the African continent, you know. Yeah, I see from Kenya, I see like avocado coming from Uganda, Kenya, you know, and others. So, but mostly it is rice, you know. Rice is the most stable food, and the bread, it is called the Arabic bread. The Arabic bread is different. There are many more categories of this bread. So when we go to India, you get parota, that is chapati for us in Kenya and the other places. And here it is called, or they call it roti. At the same time, we find what we call the baked sour bread. That is an Arabic bread direct from the wheat flour, baked without no more ingredients. I think it is salt only, and it is baked direct to the JAC'O, you know. It is being put to the JAC'O so that it can provide like a pan, you know. In our country we call it mandazi, but it is not here. It is not mandazi anymore. It is something like a mandazi, but it is not really mandazi. At the same time, they have more biscuits, you know. They have more biscuits that are being mixed with some legumes like groundnuts and many more ingredients, cashew nuts, almond, you know. They are being baked together so that they can give the taste of their cuisine. So at the same time, I want to that is the content I'm intending to do for you, you know. That is the information, and I want to show you practical, you know. I'm talking about the theory of what is that I have learned here, but I want now to resume back to the really physical, the physical, what you see, what you understand, what you can go and ask in one of the restaurants the moment you visit in these places, the names and how it is used, you know. Sometimes as we use Moses, as I've told you, the staple corn as ugali, we call it ugali. Other places they call it pap in Africa, like the most south part of the Africa, South Africa, Cape Town, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe, and the rest, those countries, they become from the lower part of Africa, that is south. So that is how we normally talk about that. Now I wanted to try to give this information that most of the time we, like YouTubers, we normally go deep and wild places to give us the content, you know, because you remember this content is not very easy to produce. And actually that is what I normally share with you, that please pray for us, show us love through the messages, give us an encouragement, and at the same time help us to understand the most interesting parts whereby we can give us this content from, because it is very important for you and for me, so that you learn, and for others, you know. We are all of us travelers. We move from one region to another, yeah, so that we can understand the cultures we understand the people we meet, we understand the foodstuffs, as I have told you, some of I want to do for you. At the same time, the language, for example, language barrier is the most key challenge we are suffering from, because remember, for example, when I talk about the Gulf nation, yes, I've been Dubai, being now Qatar, and intending to go other places. You know, we need to understand that language communication is the key. It is one of expression to everything. The first impression to go to the place, how you greet people, how you ask for direction, how you want to buy something, how the money is called, you know, how is the transaction. You know, those are the kind of things that you need to understand mostly in a foreign country. Yeah, you know, and know how people, they are really seeing you in the region, how they relate with you, you know. That is what we needed to learn more as we are moving from one region to another in terms of content. That's why I'm saying this content creation in being a YouTuber, I'm really telling you for free that it is not easy. It is really difficult, but we normally give ourselves an encouragement. We give ourselves more strength, you know, that driving energy coming from bottom of your heart, that let us go, let us keep moving, let us give this, let us do this, you know. That is what is really exciting me. And I need for our viewers, if you are in the first time in our media, JAC'O Media KE, kindly consider to subscribe, to like and share the content, and be one of us all the time. Show us love. For the returning viewers, in the comment section, remember, drop us a big, nice, loving message. But me, I normally encourage you that in case you see a fault within our content, kindly raise the alarm by sending us a message in the comment section, so that we can understand and know where we can improve, all what we can do alternative right to you. For my side, I don't entertain doing reactions, you know, as I've seen in the platform. A lot of people that are doing more reactions to others, to counter other YouTubers of what they'll do. But for my side, I want to be very honest, precise, and clear to the my pressuring mandate. I'm here to give you the information as raw and unedited, direct from the field to your wall, to the desktop, to your TV, to your phone gadgets. Direct, you consume the way it is. That's why I normally request, kindly like the content, share it, and the more appropriate, go to the comment section and drop us with a loving or with message of any kind. We are here to address a kind of sort of reaction coming from our viewers. It is guaranteed, because you are a part of us, you are our family. That is where in the community we talk as a community, you know. I don't talk as an individual at the platform level. So I want to say this on the kind of the travel that we do. That's where I left, is that we need to ensure that we are capturing, we are mastering the ethics, you know, of different nationalities. You know, it is good, you go, you talk to people, they make that understanding, the mutual understanding, you know. Yes, you are a foreigner, you are the indigenous of the country. So the moment you express yourself, it make it easy to this person to get the first impression that you are the right person. Because, you know, there is most of the time you go to a place and you get confused. It is normal. It is normal. Naturally, it is normal, because first you don't understand how those people they behave, how they relate with other people. So you get that small fear. There is that fear of approach. How can I approach this person? Because first, as I've told you, the challenge, it is the language barrier. Once you have a language barrier, it gives us a problem of approaching somebody, especially to give a direction, to ask of anything that you feel of, you are in need of that particular time. So somebody might see you like a fugitive, because that is there. I've told you, as a stranger, being a stranger in somebody's face the first time, what comes direct, that this person is not the right person, and that means that different people with different values at different stages, I cannot meet you immediately and you start reciprocating or responding back to me direct as I have met you. For example, there are people who takes just like a couple of seconds and 1 minute to digest, to read who is this person, what is asking me from, is it right or it is a wrong, what intention intended from him or her. Those are the kind of things that we need to look at this particular time, so we can understand more of what we are supposed to do. First, as I've told you, know how to greet people. Greeting is the most important in any origin, because they like to be recognized. For example, you come to Kenya, you greet people jambo, you will find everybody responding to you jambo sana. That is the kind of response in our country. When we are here in a Arabic country, we say salam alaikum. The response comes walaikum salam, and the other words that are extended. You go to other countries, the same, different. The moment you greet the person in that language and that tone, the person comes down and say, yes, this first, it is a welcoming person. And now you can say, excuse me, The different languages, they have their language called excuse me. In Kenya, tunasema tafadhali. In Arabic, we say, please, excuse me, all, because they understand part of little English, and the Arabic one, they ask you, excuse, you can do this as a sign. The moment you do this, you understand that you are asking, because you don't know the Arabic language to use in communication by excuse me. You do this as a sign. You understand that he needs and help, so he can come down and sort to listen to you of what you want to talk to the person, or him or her. And another thing that I have learned here, especially in the Arabic country, there is what we call the limitations to gender. Gender sensitivity here is very high. We are living in a Muslim country. Muslim country, they abide with their laws and the rules. That's one I know. Also Christian, they abide with their rules and regulations, but in terms of a nature of social association, it is different from Christians. It is really much different from Christians. Christians, we socialize, both of us together. Even if you come from South Africa, you come from Europe, you come from America, you come from Asia, you come from any. If you are a Christian, you can meet a lady, you can shake a hand, you can talk to her, you can anything. Those are Christians. But in terms of Muslims, you and especially here, but Muslims in Kenya, we can shake a hand, They can give you a chance to stop and entertain you and talk. But what I learned here, you don't have any right to stop any Arabic ready and Muslim here, especially in the Dubai and the Qatar, where I have an experience now. You cannot stop the person, ask anything, even if it is an help from you. No, that is illegal. That is illegal to the law. So in case you come from most of our Christian countries, people who have embraced love mutually across the board, we don't have boundaries, we have no limitations, you cannot extend it to this place. It is different. So that is the one caution, because the moment you can even look at the person keenly, if she's already, she might raise an haram and say there is somebody who is assaulting me here by looking at me. Looking at somebody, it is limited to you in some other parts of the countries. So as we travel a lot, as we do the content, we should be very careful. So that is the kind of advice and the teaching that I'm offering, because that is what I've learned and that is what we are gaining as we are doing this. So be very careful with the Arabic ladies, and more especially Muslims, because most of them, they are Muslims in Gulf countries. But there are some, I don't want to generalize and saying it is all, but the 99.990%, if it is there, that is the regulations, and they cannot give you that chance. But there are that is 0.001 to make it 100% to all. There are those who are welcoming, because they are civilized, they have gone out of the country, they have learned how people they are socializing, they don't have any harm. Most cultures, they are being taught this against another nationality or a country or a continent. It is like something you can instill somebody's brain that it is wrong, it is illegal, it is harmful to meet so and so. For example, when we were children, don't mingle with so and so. They are bad, they are wrong, and they are evil, maybe according to the background where you come from and how they refer them. But the truth of the matter, there is nothing like that. It is the negative energy that it is being pumped and pressured to somebody's mind to change the mind setting of somebody. And that's what I want to help the world to understand, that we are one people. Despite of your skin color, we are one people. If I cut my skin today and you cut yours in your white skin color and my black, all of them, they produce one chemical content that is called blood, that it is red in color. There is no white, there is no black, or it is red. That gives me a surety that it is paramount that we are one person. We are one people when we are in a group, that is. So we need to embrace that. So I want to say this, that we need to focus more especially under what we call the language and the literature, culture of different nationalities. That is the culture shock I have told you, of this place. Leave about discrimination. I told you discrimination, it comes with somebody's art and the mind, But here, I normally greet people, they respond back. I think you have seen some vlogs that I've done and how they respond. They are friendly, but they don't dare women. That is the reason why you have not seen me doing with a woman who is wearing that in Kenya or an African we call it buibui, but in here I'm going to give you the vlog of that language and the attires, all those I'm going to give you them, how they are being called, because for men it's called jarabia. For redis is called it is a rahab, something like that, but you can correct in the comment section the name of the redis dress in Arabic language, how it is called. I'm not really more conversant because I'm not really much interested, but now I'm going to come up with that for the attires, because I'll tell you for food I'm going to do it. Now I will come to the attires, part of their culture, you know, why they wear that long dress as men, and head carve like a wrapper in their head, you know, like as in Africa and the Jamaican, we are having what we call the head wrap for our locks, you know, our threads and other things, and the same, you know. It is with different cultures, with what they have embraced in their life. My viewers and my esteemed subscribers, and for the new ones who are coming in to join, kindly help me to build this channel so that we can give more information. You know, we normally say education is knowledge, and the knowledge is power, and the knowledge is the key to success. So it doesn't mean that success to money only, success of how you can relate to other people, how you can live in different regions, and how you can associate with them at different capacities. So I want to say that if we can build that kind of cohesive nature and passion of learning different languages, because we coexist on this world, and in one way or the other we are meeting different nationalities with different languages, like the Portuguese, Spanish, Spaniora, that is English, that is the overall, it is the most language that is spoken worldwide, you know. And some local languages that are many, especially like the giant India, they have many languages, because they are living different clans of people and tribes within the Asian continent of India, you see, something like that. So me and you, we must be very much conversant of what we are doing, and especially the challenges that as I'm concluding, because I'm winding up in 4 minutes time for this vlog, because it will be very short today, is that the food we are taking, as I've told you, from my country, it is ugali or pap. To other places and others, it is the Arabic bread and other. Try not to despise somebody of their kind of food. Be very cautious. That is the food they have lived with. For example, if you go to the west part of the Africa, they are having igu soup, at the same time, you know, jollof rice, you know, and there is a agege bread, you know, and those kind. And your country, you come with the different that mentality to this place where you have traveled to get that kind of food there, and you ask if you be given this, you say, it is not a taste, it is bad. For you, it is not a taste because it is the first time you are taking. But for those people who have lived there, it is delicious, yummy to them, you know. They salivate once they see it from a distance and they have not taken it. So that is something that it is very cautious I needed to give you people, especially food. Food is like humanity, you know, is in the blood system of somebody. So be very careful when you are tasting foods. We are doing vlogs of food in different places, okay? Yeah, don't despise the kind of food of somebody else in a different region. For them it is tasty, for you it is nasty. So you need to live with the culture of others. That is why I've told you the culture shock. You will get is that, but know how to live with it, embrace it at that particular time you are there. And that is one way of gaining the community. Yeah, they will be interesting. They say, hey, somebody coming from Africa to Asia, as they said our food, and they say it is the best food ever, something like that. That is great. That is very wow. So guys, because of many more remarks that I have given in our vlog, I want to end there by saying subscribe, like and share, the comment and give